So I'm joined here by Chris the Wolf Thompson, fighting on August the 23rd, the main event of the evening versus Sean Potgieter at Carnival City. How are you feeling, Chris?
I'm very good, Hayden. Thanks for having me, and thanks for having me back. Obviously, got a big fight looming around the corner. It's Mindar now. We're right there. So the meat part of the camp is done, and it's almost time for fight night.
12 rounds contest for the SA heavyweight title. You've been here before. How do you feel going into this one?
Very good. Like you said, been here before, done it before, and just looking at doing it again. Doing it better this time.
Do you think Sean Potgieter possesses a lot of problems for you?
It's a very interesting question. I think Sean Potgieter possesses problems for anybody on local soil, so I'm not going to say no, he doesn't possess problems for me. I know I'm in for quite a tough night. I believe he knows he's also in for quite a tough night, but I know I'm going to come out victorious.
There's not a lot of, let's say, top heavyweight sparring in the country, but it's been very evident as to who's sparring and who you're sparring just from watching social media. So what do you think of all those matchups? Do you know they adequately prepare you both for this big contest?
Yeah, look, obviously we've both had very good sparring. I think we are both on the same page. We're taking each other very seriously. We both know that this is a very big fight. Obviously, I've had great sparring with JJ Alberts and Akani. Akani being my main sparring partner, has been for years and has always given me great work. And I'm very appreciative to him. Without him, a lot of this is he plays a very big role. Let's just say that my sparring partners play a very big role, and I'm sure Sean's do too. But sparring is one thing and fighting is another thing. It's just preparation, and I would say I've had great preparation, if not the best preparation. They've given me great work, and I'm ready for the 12 rounds.
And this was a long way to the tournament. Got announced a few months ago, and it's fight month now, August. What is the feeling like going into the fight again? It's a big one.
It's exciting, It's very, very exciting, Not often, as a kid you dream of holding a national title, and this is the biggest national title, It's a heavyweight title, and I'm looking to have held it twice, This is my second time of doing it. I've held it before, lost it unfortunately, and now I'm coming back for redemption. So, I'm very excited for the fight. I'm very excited for the fact that, I'm fighting for a national title. And to be very fair with you, I'm very excited that it's me and my friend that are fighting for the number one spot, That is what it is, We are both fighting for a number one position in the country.
Do you think your international experience will help? He got his first taste of international boxing in his last fights. It didn't go his way, but it's international boxing. It's the levels is really high overseas. But back to my original question, do you think that your international experience helps in this fight?
Yes, it definitely helps. Of course it helps. It all helps, right? Any kind of experience is an advantage. So whether it's national, whether it's international, whether it's local, all that experience helps you, it's funny that you asked me. I was looking last night at the difference in I think the full bill came out last night on social media, right? And I was looking at the difference in fights. I've had 10 more fights than what he's had. So obviously I've got quite a lot more experience than what he does. And it's funny that you asked me that. I remember meeting Sean for the first time. I just joined, Shannon and I just started our own thing, and he had come from Brakpan. I can't even remember who his coach was, but he'd come from Brakpan with his wife and his kids, and we sparred each other at pound for pound gym, and to be honest with you, from that day we kind of got along. But I never really saw him as somebody that I would fight. Obviously, he was a novice at the stage, and I'd already had 15, 16 fights. But look, here we are, we're fighting for the number one spot, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it must have been crazy because Sean came in quite heavy when he first started into the sports, and you were still a cruiserweight, I imagine. So it might have been quite interesting sparring back then.
Yeah, it was very interesting sparring. He was quite big at that stage, and I'd only just come into the heavyweight division. I was probably 101, 102 kilos around then. Obviously, he was quite big, and he's done amazing work to get into the shape that he is in. And obviously, I'm now more natural heavyweight. I'm walking around at 115. So I think it's gonna be a very good. I think the big winners on the night are the boxing fans. When Sean and I fight each other, it's everybody else in the crowd that are going to be the big winners, because I know for a fact we're going to tear into each other.
I know that you and Sean will be obviously the main event, and the main event for a reason. The big crowd is going to come out for the heavyweights. But do you expect the building to be on fire on the night?
Yeah, it's always on fire when I fight, you know. And I think it's always on fire when you have a heavyweight title fight, you know. Everyone wants to see who's the king of the land. So we're going to see, is it me or is it Sean? So I think Carnival City on the 23rd of August is going to be the place to be. And yeah, you know, I'm just excited to put on a good show in front of a sold-out crowd at Carnival City.
Southpaw Orthodox, I mean, this is a normal story for you, having fought. Does he present something different that some of the other Orthodoxes have?
Look, I think as a base, probably no. But remember, everybody's different. Everybody that you fight is individual. So Sean brings his own things. He brings his own aspects to the fight. And so yes, it's Southpaw Orthodox, but remember, it's Chris Thompson versus Sean Potgieter. So does the Southpaw give him threats? Yes, but you know, I'm my own individual, so I bring him my own individual problems, and he's going to bring me his own individual problems, and we're just going to have to see who can solve that puzzle the best and the quickest possible.
And I have to go back. I know that they didn't want the focus, but it is father versus son, or son versus father. That makes it interesting, doesn't it? And how has it been like? Because you've worked with Gert before, and obviously now you're working with Shannon.
Yeah, look, I think the father versus son thing is like, once again, another interesting thing for the fans, you know. For us, I've been seeing Gert quite often. I actually saw him like a day ago, and him and I are cool, you know. Like, the whole situation is just, we're all cool, but we're not teeing off on a golf tee, we're fighting. So do I think the father versus son thing factors in? Maybe for the audience, you know. Do I think it factors in for us? Not really. Like, I just see it as we're fighting another team, you know. Yes, I'm fighting my teammates, and yes, I'm fighting a former coach who knows me quite well, but I don't know if that's going to make a big difference in the evening.
And I know you guys are friends, but obviously you're fighting for big honors. You know, the SA title, you've been a champion, but it does something for your career, because after you were SA champion, you got to do the travels and go international. Is that the aim and goals with regards to this upcoming fixture? With you get a big win here and you go to overseas, what is again?
Yes, of course, you know. Look, obviously holding the national title is a big thing, you know. Being the number one in the country is a big thing, and it opens a lot of doors for you. So the importance of winning this, it's fatal that I win this fight, you know. I know what is resting on this fight, and I know what comes after this fight, and as does Sean, you know. He's also won the title, gone overseas, and obviously wants to win the title and go back overseas, or defend the title and go back overseas. But we're both looking for it, and we're both looking for the bragging rights. You know, who's the big dog on the playground? That's what this fight comes down to me as. It's nothing personal. I got a lot of love for Sean, and I got a lot of love for Gert also, but let's see who the top dogs are.
And then do you guys go back, because you are sparring partners as well, do you go back to sparring each other after the fight?
Probably, to be honest with you. Most definitely, to be honest with you. It's a strange thing being a heavyweight in this country. I actually saw him and Keaton spar the other day. Yeah. So, you know, they were former opponents, and now they're helping each other. And it's the beauty of the sport, you know. We're going to fuck each other up, and then, like I said, afterwards we'll go for a dinner and we'll be Chinese again. How's
your work been going in Pretoria with Nat? Obviously, that's your strength and conditioning trainer.
Yeah, Nat, it's been serious, you know. Obviously, when he also sees a national title on the line and it attaches to his name, he also takes it seriously, you know. I think for any trainer to have trained a national champion is a token of, you know, it's a little bit of a bragging right, you know, for the coach. So Nat's been putting in a lot of work, Shannon's been putting in a lot of work. We know what's on the line, so, you know, we're coming ready.
And the best version of you comes out on fight night?
100%. The best version of me is with the person that's sitting in front of you now. I'm the fittest I've ever been, I'm the strongest I've ever been, and I'm the most experienced I've ever been. So, does the best version of me come on the 23rd of August? Yes, definitely.
All right, do you have a direct message for Sean before you step in the ring with him?
No direct message to Sean. Good luck, bro. I'm excited for the fight. I'm sure you're excited for the fight. I'll see you on fight night, my brother.